The offseason isn't just a break, it's the foundation for another championship run. And for the Kansas City Chiefs, getting this offseason right could be the difference between another Super Bowl parade or falling short. So, what does the perfect offseason look like? That's exactly what we're breaking down today, a step-by-step game plan to position the Chiefs for another Lombardi trophy. From key re-signings to smart roster moves and game-changing additions, we'll cover everything KC needs to do to stay on top. But before we dive in, I need you in this conversation. Drop a like if you're hyped for the 2025 season, and let me know in the comments, what's the Chiefs' biggest offseason priority? More weapons for Mahomes? A stronger O-line? Or keeping the defense elite? Let's talk about it. Looking back at last season, the Chiefs had their struggles. The defense stepped up big time, but the offense? It had some rough moments, especially with the wide receivers and the O-line. Now, with a tight salary cap, GM Brett Veach has some tough decisions ahead. So where do the Chiefs start? First up, securing the key pieces already on the roster. And that means making moves to keep Trey Smith and Nick Bolton. Let's talk about Trey Smith first. He's been an anchor on the offensive line since day one. Physical, aggressive, and a perfect fit for the Chiefs system. Losing him would be a major setback, especially when protecting Patrick Mahomes is priority number one. Then, there's Nick Bolton, the heart of Steve Spagnuolo's defense. When Bolton was on the field, the defense looked elite. When he was hurt, you could feel the difference. He's a leader, a tackling machine, and the kind of linebacker you build a defense around. But here's the problem. The Chiefs don't have unlimited cap space. Both guys deserve a payday, but keeping both? That's tricky. So, what are the options? Kansas City can free up some cap room by restructuring contracts, including Mahomes. He's already adjusted his deal before to help the team, and he might have to do it again. But even with those moves, Veach may have to choose. And that's where you come in. If the Chiefs could only keep one, who would it be? Trey Smith or Nick Bolton? Vote in the poll. Type TS for Trey Smith or NB for Nick Bolton in the comments. Let's say Veach makes the right calls and keeps both. That's huge. But there's still one major problem. The offensive line isn't set yet. If Mahomes is going to thrive, the Chiefs must fix the left tackle situation. Last season, Donovan Smith was fine. Not great. Not terrible. But he was a short-term solution. Now, the Chiefs need a real answer. The problem? The in-house options aren't exactly locks. Wanya Morris has potential, but is he ready to protect Mahomes' blind side full-time? That's a big risk. And Kingsley Suamataia? Some fans are high on him, but relying on an unproven player at such a critical position? That's a gamble the Chiefs can't afford. So, what's the move? Find a veteran in free agency. The market isn't stacked, but there are experienced names who could step in and provide stability. Draft the future at left tackle. The Chiefs could target a young, high-upside tackle in the first round and develop him into Mahomes' long-term protector. And that brings us to your call. How should Kansas City fix the left tackle position? Drop a comment. Should the Chiefs go with a free agent or draft a new LT? Vote below. Alright, fixing the offensive line is a must. But let's be real. Mahomes can only do so much without weapons. And right now, the Chiefs' receiving core is a work in progress. Yes, Rashee Rice looks like a legit WR1, but his off-field situation is a major question mark. Even if he plays, the Chiefs still need more firepower. So, what's the best move? Free agency or the draft? Let's break it down. Free agency. If the Chiefs want a proven star, they could make a move for a veteran like Stefon Diggs, if he becomes available, or a solid WR2 to complement Rice. But that won't be cheap. The draft. The Chiefs could go young and target a dynamic rookie like Emeka Egbuka. It's a high-upside move, but rookies take time to develop. Your turn. If you were Brett Veach, would you go after a veteran WR or draft young talent? Drop your pick in the comments. And let's not forget about the running game. Isaiah Pacheco is a beast, but the Chiefs need depth. A guy like Ashton Jeanty in the draft could be a perfect 1-2 punch with Pacheco. Now, let's talk about two things the Chiefs can't ignore: keeping the defense strong and preparing for life after Travis Kelce. First, the defense. Steve Spagnuolo's unit was elite last season, But keeping it that way won't be easy. The Chiefs need affordable reinforcements, guys who fit the system without breaking the bank. Maybe a veteran corner or linebacker in free agency. Or a mid-round steal in the draft. What do you think? Should the Chiefs prioritize defense in the draft or free agency? Vote below. Now, the big one, the Kelce dilemma. Let's face it, he's not playing forever. So, who steps up next? Internal options. Noah Gray has shown flashes, but can he be the guy? Jared Wiley is a wild card. Draft prospects. The Chiefs could take a tight end early, maybe someone with elite upside to develop under Kelce. Do you think the Chiefs already have their guy, or should they draft Kelce's replacement this year? Let me know in the comments. This offseason is going to be massive. If the Chiefs play it right, they'll be set for another Super Bowl run. So, what move do you think is most important? Drop your final thoughts below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to stay on top of every Chiefs move this offseason. Big things are coming, and we'll be here breaking it all down for you. Go Chiefs!